Hi, this is Kashpunisa Bagewadi. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to talk about Microsoft Azure weekly release for the week of 27th July 2020. So let's start. Azure Log Analytics saved searches functionality is now available in Query Explorer. So this will allow you to use and manage your saved queries. All of your saved searches are available in Query Explorer. To manage them, browse to logs from your Azure Monitor Log Analytics workspace or your Application Insight component and choose Query Explorer from the top menu actions bar. So you can go to your Log Analytics page and you can go to Query Explorer and you can see all your saved searches for your Log Analytics. So moving to the next point, a new Power BI component for React is now available. So this will be helpful for easier integration with React to build user interfaces. This new component supports both JavaScript and TypeScript and helps you embed Power reports, Power BI reports, dashboards, dashboard tiles, report visuals or QA in your React application. So the Power BI React component is available and is now live on NPM and open source GitHub. So you can find the link for the NPM package. So you can go to this link and you can download your package for uh, Power BI client React. And there is one demo you can find on the GitHub. So you can go to this link and you can download and you can see this demo. So with the help of this tool, you can create widgets, you can create charts, reports, very interactive dashboard with the help of Power BI component for React. So moving next, Azure Blob Storage, new Network File System 3.0 protocol supports in a preview mode. So Network File System NFS 3.0 protocol support for Azure Blob Storage is now in preview mode. Azure Blob Storage is the only storage platform that supports NFS 3.0 protocol over object storage natively with crucial object storage economics. The new level of supports help with large-scale read-heavy sequential access workload where data will be ingested once and minimally modified further, including large-scale analytics data, backups and archive, NFS apps for seismic and subsurface processing, media rendering, genomic sequencing, and line of business applications. NFS 3.0 is available to blob storage accounts with premium performance in the following region like US East, US Central and Canada Central. So moving to the next, Azure Active Directory Registration Service is ending support for TLS 1.0 and 1.1. To ensure uninterrupted access, prepare for TLS 1.2 and update servers and clients to communicate with Azure Active Directory Service Registration Service. Support for Transport Layer Security TLS 1.0 and 1.1 for communication with Azure AD Device Registration Service will retire on 31st August 2020 in all sovereign clouds and it will expire on 30th of October 2020 in all commercial clouds. Now you can migrate to new version of Azure Time Series Insight Generation 2 APIs. A new API version for Azure Time Series Insight Gen 2 was made generally available on July 16, 2020 and uses an updated time series expression syntax TSX. So now the preview API version is retiring but will continue to be supported until 31st October 2020. So what is the recommended action? So you can migrate your environment's time series model variables saved queries, and Power BI queries along with any custom tools, making calls to API endpoints to the new API version before 31st October 2020. Moving next, Windows Virtual Desktop, Azure Portal, and Microsoft Team integrations are generally available. So with the Azure Portal integration, you get a simple interface to deploy and manage apps and virtual desktop. Host, pool, workspace, and all other objects you create are Azure Resource Manager objects and are managed the same way as other Azure resources. You can provide fine-grained access to Windows Virtual Desktop resources using role-based access control, publish remote apps and desktops to AAD groups instead of individual users, and troubleshoot issues faster with Azure Monitor. IoT Plug and Play new features now in public preview. You can simply process to make IoT device IoT Plug and Play enable by allowing existing devices to author the model and do targeted code changes and making existing Azure IoT SDKs fully compatible and fully compatible with IoT Plug and Play. Better integration with Azure IoT offering, for example, Azure IoT Central, Azure IoT Hub, Azure Digital Twins, Azure Time Series Insights, and third-party cloud offerings by moving towards convention approach, aligning IoT plug and play with digital twins definition language. Azure HD Insight now supports virtual network service endpoint policies. So this will allow you to filter HD Insight egress virtual network traffic to certain Azure storage accounts. Azure Data Explorer ADX streaming ingestion is generally available. The streaming ingestion feature can be used when you need near real time, that is less than 10 second ingestion with a small amount of data and multiple tables. This ingestion method is suitable for ingesting a high volume of data such as thousands of records per second over thousands of tables. Each table receives a relatively low volume of data such as few records per second. Moving next, Azure IoT Device Provisioning Service VNet Ingress support is now available. This feature enables user to lock down DPS ingress access to devices connecting through a specific VNet. Azure Sphere Update 20.07 is now available. This contains new features for application development and tenant certificate renewal, additional promotion of beta features so to long-term stable, and enhancement to improve stability and troubleshooting of device connections on Windows platform. Remote Desktop Client for Android now supports Windows Virtual Desktop connection. This new client, version 10.0.7 or later, features refresh UI flows for an improved user experience. The older Remote Desktop client is now named Remote Desktop 8, and your existing connections will be transferred over to the new client seamlessly. Azure Monitor Log Analytics Quick Start content is moving to the overview page. In order to simplify and streamline log analytics, moving all links and content from the Quick Start page to the Overview page. The Quick Start page will be removed in August 2020. So, all links and functionality of your Quick Start page are available in the upgraded preview page. To reach to the new overview page, you can go to Log Analytics work page and you can select overview from the menu and you can find this new page over here. So Azure Monitor community repository is now available now. announcing the Azure Monitor Community Repository, which provides a collaboration space for community members to share and explore Azure Monitor artifacts such as queries, workbooks, and alerts. This repo is public and can accept contributions from any Azure Monitor user for the benefit of the Azure Monitor community. So you can find link here. You can go and you can find the Azure community repository link from here. So next is Azure Auto Scale, generally available in China North 2 and China East 2 regions. Auto Scale allows you to have the right amount of resources running to handle the load of your application and maintain elasticity. It does so by adding resources with the increase in load and moving resources that are sitting idle, thus reducing the cost of you. So that's it for this week. See you in the next week. Till then, stay safe, stay updated. See you in the next week. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.